Hello and welcome to my channel Lilo sagt Hallo. This video is the introduction part of the series How to easily switch from classroom to online training, quickly prepare and engage students. I hope you enjoy watching. Many people now are in a situation where they have to deliver online classes instead of the usual classroom trainings they were used to, and that puts some challenges on the teachers, of course. So this presentation should give you some advice and some suggestions on how to deal with this situation and how you can make your online teaching a bit easier for you. I would like also to say that the focus here is basically on language classes for adults because this is where my experience lies in. But I'm sure we will also find some useful tips in case you are teaching something else rather than language. So I hope you will enjoy the video and benefit as well. The most important thing which is missing is actually the body language. So that feature is not there when you are giving an online class. Then we have also the case that the facial expressions when we are switching on the video are not really useful all the time because you can hardly look into the camera, still write on the keyboard and move your cursor around to write on the screen. That is a big challenge for the teacher as well. The other thing is that you will have to invest more time to prepare. That was not the case before. Like what I have seen is that the preparation time for an online class is actually much longer than the time I used to take before in a normal classroom teaching. And then we have the problem that we are not spotting immediately if a student is not following us or is not satisfied or is not really interested. That is also a challenge for the teacher. You're not really seeing them all the time and you cannot take immediate actions to improve the situation. But not only for the teacher, there are challenges. For the students as well, it is sometimes an issue because a student doesn't always have the luxury to attend in a quiet spot from home, especially when there are younger kids around, and that causes distraction. Sometimes a family member has switched on the TV in a very loud volume and doesn't want to turn down the volume. Some students do not have a laptop, so they're joining from a mobile phone, so the screen is very small for them. Then some countries have a bad internet connection, and that causes a delay in the voice or on the screen sharing appearance. That is a challenge as well to follow all the time. Then for the students, this kind of learning is also new, so they might feel a discomfort due to this and they cannot really focus on the content itself. And they are lacking the benefit of real socialization. Like in my case, in the language classes, so people were also coming to socialize and to meet new people, and that was more fun to them. But with the introduction of online teaching, this rate has decreased. There is a bit of socialization, of course, but not like in real life. And I think we all can follow this and agree with this. So, nevertheless, and despite everything, you should maintain focus, and this focus should be on certain planned delivery content. So don't focus about the delivery method. Focus on what you want the students to get away with at the end of the class. So you have to make it simple, you have to make it understood, and you have also to let the students practice and apply what they have learned in the classroom. Even if it's an online session, you have to ask for engagement, and you have also at the end of the class to ask for feedback. That will give you an option to improve the next time. And you have to accept that it might not be perfect at the beginning. There could be technical challenges, there could be challenges from anywhere. But keep in mind that both sides are facing challenges, and that some are also in a denial phase. They're against this change. They're not really wanting to learn online, but they don't have another option. So the best here is to stay focused on your target. It is very important to ask every student for feedback, and you have to do that every class. Let them speak out, let them share their concerns about the new learning methods, and also ask them how they think things could be done differently to make it more convenient. Then you should acknowledge that there might be some differences in the new learning method and there are challenges, but you can also point out to some advantages of online learning, and this is how we can make the best out of the current situation we are all in. It is very important to motivate. You have to motivate yourself and you have to motivate the students. So you could mention several advantages, and this is, for example, the reduced travel time, that we have to make the best out of the situation, and that we are all forced to stay at home. At least we have something good to invest our time in, and we continue to learn. Then you should remind that we should focus on our goal and target. For example, learning a new language, and you should also mention that this situation shall pass. But after passing, they will have passed a milestone in their learning progress. And this is something very positive. So you have to keep reminding and motivating and asking for feedback. A few other things I would like to say, and the first thing is actually something very basic, but it is very important to be on time. Show up on time to your online class. That gives more credibility in the eyes of the student. Then there is an option to record your session to play it back later and to see how to improve. Only by listening to yourself, you will notice your areas of improvement and you will get a feeling on how you are impacting the audience. And then you can ask yourself, if I would be the audience, would I like to listen to this teacher? Would I be motivated to learn with this teacher or not, etc. All these things you should ask yourself. Then another advantage in online teaching is that it saves printing out a lot of papers, and you have much more material to share. You can open web pages to check something, to share a video, to share some exercises. So online teaching also gives lots of opportunities for having a more creative class than usual. Thanks a lot for watching the introduction. I hope that you will watch the other videos as well, where you get more details about how to successfully transform your classes from the classroom method into the online teaching method. I wish you best of luck.